meeting. See if there's any funny stuff today. Everybody's being a little quiet. They're all here to see me. I mean, I don't know why they should shake my hand and say, "Hey, Justin, how you doing, man?" I'm all right. I can grab one. Oh yeah, we're live. We are live. You know what? I was watching videos on YouTube. I took the whole front row from me. I don't know. It's kind of strange. Make sure to mute your device too. I forgot to mute my device. I didn't have that phone with me at the South meeting. I used this one. I just wanted to we got everybody. It took me 61 days. Yeah. Oh, there's the pig that assaulted me last month. Yeah, you grab him by the elbow. You grab him by the elbow. That's, oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's because I thought you saw him assaulting me. I got up at 4:00 this morning. I was up in Pittsburgh. Yeah, my neighbor had to get on to Pittsburgh for some surgery, so I took her down this morning. Oh yeah. That would be perfect. I'm just hoping that it'll probably be Tuesday that she'll have to come back. I don't know. She's a good friend of mine. Nope. Upper Yoder Township Supervisors meeting, March 21st, 2024. Two minutes.
This time I'll call meeting order. Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the agenda. Approval of the minutes of the February 15th meeting.
Motion approved.
Second.
By moving second, all in favor?
Aye.
Person requesting beyond the agenda. Sean Fantor,
I don't think I say today.
David Hill. 3 minutes.
Hey, Dad, are these full or not? I think one of them.
No, you're good. You're good.
I appreciate that. Listen, first of all, I want to clear the air from last meeting. Out of 6 meetings, 4 have been interrupted. Reho, Shahady, that, okay. I thought we were charging people with interrupting meetings, okay, according to what I've seen. We're not doing that. I was interrupted. I consider it threatening. I consider it wrong. I come in here, we got the whole team here, that's great. It took me 61 days to get one cop to my house. I'm gonna explain some things to you. When you call 911, you don't request an officer, they ask you, where do you want them to meet you? That's wrong, okay? Saying I never requested an officer twice is wrong. And then we turn around, October meeting, the commissioner says, I reviewed your records. The only records he reviewed are false police reports, which are felonies in Pennsylvania. You guys are gonna go down on this, I'm telling you right now. And the attorney knows better. You got felony police reports. Somebody should do something about it, not cover it up. But I filed how many letters of complaint? Nothing happened. I get one letter, I get a call from Blake. You know what he said to me? He laughed, he said, I'm not doing anything and there's nothing you can do about it. And that was September 5th. It took 16 days. So I blew up at him in the meeting. You got red and Roy got red. I didn't want either one to have to do that. But nobody wanted to do anything for my complaint. Back to the September 7th complaint, what do we do with it? The commissioner there puts it in the filing cabinet, we ignore it. God, you know what all my letters? You said last month, Bob, this got to get resolved. I'm still waiting. Who's going to respond to me? doesn't respond to me. I get this look like, oh, what's wrong with you? It's wrong, and nobody's gonna sit there and slander me. The minutes that come out since September are garbage. Talk about libel. We come up with all these regulations. Susie over there comes up with this stuff that stifles free speech. That's wonderful. Except we didn't have anything here. Libel and slander, lying about me, saying that I didn't do something which is not true. If you knew about 911 calls, they don't ask you if you want an officer. They tell you, where do you want the officer? I've got those records. I've got them all. You want to go on that? Everybody here is going to get deposed. Everybody here is going to get sued in federal court. No problem. All I wanted was a resolution. I didn't get it. And by the way, she's still flying up and down Meadow Drive. It's just that I haven't been out there, and I told Nick, I'm not going to do it when she's not there. She missed me about 10 feet the other day, but I wasn't there. Nobody responds to complaints here. What is it? Discipline without warrant? That's garbage. That is absolute garbage. So you guys just sit there and you're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend. Where are you? I didn't want anything special. I wanted my response to my reports. She comes on board and decides free speech isn't. You ought to close your Facebook or firewall your Facebook. You look pathetic, by the way. And he shouldn't even be here. He should have been gone in that last report. What do we do to him? Give him an award for opening his mouth? Yeah, good.
He can have my 3 minutes if he'd like.
Kenny Mesko.
I sent some pictures to the office. I think it was on or after March 9th, rainstorm that weekend. This is kind of an ongoing situation. Gary was there a few months ago. He asked permission to remove a stump that was on the property line or maybe in the easement. And I said that was okay. And I don't know what else he did. I don't know that he put any pipe in or did anything other than maybe dig some of the ground up and try to maybe get it to flow towards the fill for the pipe that was put in, by the township. But obviously, by the pictures on the 9th and March 2nd, I think it was the other, it's not working, It's as bad as it was if you look backwards then on January 12th of 23, and then even further back. Back in February of 18, there was a berm that was there on the other side. That was filled in by the contractor that did the job, and it was never, all that material was never removed. That's why now it all flows into my backyard instead of staying in the easement. I would just ask for.
John, later, you guys, these pictures you gave me too, exposed the pipe, correct?
Not complete. We went to the stone, the pipe is better. And add more stone going into his yard.
You would have more stone.
So the drain from the yard to the ditch.
That's not going to work. I mean, it just might work for a short period of time, but once it compacts, it's not going to drain.
Kenny, before the stump was removed, was it raining? Probably still wasn't raining.
Yeah, he just that was kind of as a convenience to him. I think
Okay.
that was to help them, be able to maneuver in there.
Well,
Can I ask a question? These that you gave us.
Yes.
Are they're your designs?
No. That's my survey from when I bought the property back in,
Okay.
actually they're dated
Oh, great.
2003. Yes.
Okay.
So you can see clearly that easement drained into the easement, not into my yard. That's what this proves. I mean, almost nobody comes in here with this kind of evidence that something's been changed.
So okay, so was there any design, who did the original work?
that was in that easement. Wasn't there a problem with the contractor was working next door or something?
The contractor was working for, at the time, it was the Powell's. And
Yeah,
he had a
that's
huge
right.
hole there, big rainstorm, whatever, it flooded their basement because he had a huge excavated hole there.
Right.
Okay, the township put some new inlets in. The inlet that's in my backyard is at least a foot high. My viewport was raised 14 inches. And that's, so you can measure that. I mean,
So does the township do it on their own, or who does the design for all of that?
You shot the grade.
we shot the grades, but we didn't oversee the construction. It wasn't put in according to the plan. That inlet is a foot high from the plan. And my viewport was raised 14 inches. That you can measure down to where it was.
So so normally does it, whatever company it is, do they oversee this when it's being done, or is that not normal?
Only if it's requested, you know.
Kenny, we're not gonna solve this. I'll get a hold of you. I'll come over and look at it. And see what
Yeah,
can, if anything, can be done.
well, it needs to be put back the way it was. I mean,
Well, the problem is that catch basin, but that pipe's down there level through there. Down that, easy.
it had slope to it, and
Not
it had a foot of cover on it. It was supposed to have a foot of cover.
Yeah. If they go up that catch basin a foot,
Well, it was put in too high then. They
realize
shot up this much instead
I
of.
realize that, but they
Yeah.
dropped that catch basin, current catch basin a foot. And if there's only, not much of a fall from there out to Christopher, that's gonna be an issue.
Well, go look at the drawings. I'm sure there was plenty of.
Let whatever happens happen. I'll get a hold of you, Kenny, and, next week, one night. I'll come over after work and take a look at it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ron Flick, FWF Insurance.
Hi, my name's Ron Flick. I represent FWF Insurance Agency. We're up in Richland. And we just wanted to introduce ourselves to the board. Our agency, we've been writing municipal insurance for probably close to 30 years now in the area and the outer areas. And we would just like to ask you guys if we can give you a proposal at some point if you're interested. We think we could have something off of the township as far as our knowledge in writing municipal insurance, give you a competitive quote comparison. Of course, no obligation. That's really all we came to say. You guys obviously have more important things here that you're doing, but if you're interested, we do, I'm not gonna, we have a whole bunch of referrals, references that you could talk to, about us, and if you're interested, we would be glad to do it. And I'm sorry, this is my son Steven. He works with me, so, okay? Thanks.
They're gonna need new insurance.
Yeah, Tim Rice, I apologize. Up here, fire.
Good evening. My name is Tim Wright. I'm the fire chief for the Yoder Volunteer Fire Company. It's my pleasure to provide you with an overview of our 2023 community annual report. The report is available to everyone to review on our website at upperyoderfire.org. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, we are designated by the Upper Yoder Township officials to provide fire and emergency medical services to Upper Yoder Township. In addition to providing emergency medical services to those in the township, Upper Yoder Fire Rescue, which is the division of the fire company that runs EMS, also provides primary EMS to Ferndale Borough. When requested, our organization also provides mutual aid assistance to other municipalities. We provide fire protection, fire suppression, passenger and light commercial vehicle rescue, low-angle rescue, emergency water removal, traffic control, licensed EMS at both basic and advanced levels, and also provide community training in first aid, CPR, and stop and bleed programs. We continue to improve our training, response, personnel, equipment, and planning to gain more points for the public protection classification rating. Others may know that as ISO, which in turn helps control the fire cost for the fire insurance to our residents. Our EMS team continues to exceed the licensure standards set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Health, and we participate in the voluntary pediatric recognition program. Our ambulances were dispatched 1,838 times in 2023. 71% of those calls resulted in patients being transported to the hospital. Just for everybody's awareness, EMS is only reimbursed on calls in which they transport patients to the hospital. The fire company responded to 225 calls for assistance. With 29 of our active personnel, we logged 1,949 hours of training in various topics to remain current and ready to respond to emergencies. We also began cost recovery efforts through vehicle and homeowners insurance companies to help offset the cost of equipment used in an incident. This past year, we were able to replace a fire engine, an ambulance, updated some of our emergency equipment, and began the switch over to the new Cambria County 911 radio system. Our community involvement includes our open house, participation with the school district booster programs, celebrating our veterans in our local nursing homes, and teaming up with Cuddles for Kids as a collection point and our Santa run that we do in Upper Yoder Township. The commercial lockbox ordinance will be able to reduce unnecessary damage to property when we respond to a building that may be found locked after business hours. We are working to address current burnout of our members. The balance of family and career responsibilities continues to increase, as do changes in the industry and limited revenue streams. We're seeking additional members, applying for grants, and implementing cost recovery efforts. We do not want the community to just call us when there is an emergency. Likewise, we do not want to just reach out when we want money. We are here as an integral part of the community, and as a result, we are here to work to improve and protect this community. Thank you.
You guys do a great job. Question.
Yes.
How far along are you with lockbox?
So our lock boxes, we have it posted on the website, which is one of the things we just devised at the end of December. And if we respond to a location in which there is a business that doesn't have one, we do try to reach out to the owners and let them know. So far, we've had a few within the past few weeks that have actually just uploaded that. And we are going to be working on a communication out to all the businesses to let them know that we're there to help them get those in. So, slow.
You're our EMA director.
Yes,
Do we have a system?
we do.
We just want to send them.
CSAS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody other public participation? Please state your name.
My name is Karen Howell. I live in Upper Yoder Township. I just have a quick question, but first of all, I'd like to thank the fire department, police department, and all of you for the time that you put into keeping our township going. We appreciate it. But my question is, when they did the playground that's by me, are they gonna come back and fix all the ruts that they put in whenever they move the trucks in the ball field? Are they? I know,
You're right.
I know it's winter, but I was just.
Yeah, as soon as, I was gonna ask Chase that, we're supposed to have a final inspection, and they're, the contractor's supposed to come in and fill all the ruts in, to clean the more grass.
Do you know if they're gonna like take something over to put the rocks out so the kids don't get hurt?
Chase?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were gonna be doing that. I know they were planning on at least rolling it to get the ruts out of there.
Okay.
That's something that I can talk to them about, and see if they'd be willing.
Yeah, I'm just afraid that when they're playing ball and playing soccer, that because there's quite a few rocks in there.
Yeah,
Just
I can
something
definitely
to
ask
look
them.
at. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's it.
Anybody else on the public participation?
One more thing, just that, I sent the correspondence in for my complaint. It wasn't noted on the agenda there. I sent an email with all the photos.
We have a copy.
A copy of it, yeah, we can take it.
It's not on the correspondence. I'm just-
Very good.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, we will report secretary income payroll. Motion for the secretary report. Second, all in favor? Aye. Approval general fund bills in the total amount of $74,486.14. Motion approved.
Second.
Moving second, all in favor? Aye. Please roll call.
Paul.
Aye.
Sue. Beth.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Bob.
That's the second. Approval of other funding transfers in the total amount of $331,872.28. Moving second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Please roll call.
Bob.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Beth.
Aye.
Sue. Paul.
Chase, on engineers report?
So I just wanted to give the board an update on the upcoming grant opportunities that are going to be available in the fall of this year. So the PA Small Water and Sewer, that's what we submitted for with the Berkeley Road Debris Basin. I'm assuming that we'll probably want to resubmit that this year when that comes available, unless that, there's any objection from the board. But we have the application done. It just needs an updated cost estimate if we want to keep going for that. But just wanted to make you guys aware of that. And, if there's anything else that you'd be looking for that you'd want to submit for, feel free to reach out to me and we can get something together. But I know it's a little early. I just wanted to give you an update a little bit ahead of time, so it's not such a rush when we get down to, the final months. The H2O grant, that is for projects between $500,000 and $20 million. So those are the large ones, and there's a 33% match required for those ones. That can be for water, storm, sanitary sewer projects, anything. No design is required prior to applying for any of these, so we can put a concept together and the $100 application fee, and that's really all there is. The local share account, the LSA grant, so that's the most open-ended one that you can use for anything that improves the quality of life in the community. So that can be for equipment, construction, engineering with planning, anything that you might want to apply for. So that's kind of an update on that. And then the other thing that I had on here was we spoke with the zoning officer at the end of last meeting, and there was some questions brought up about the detention basin at Giant Eagle, and I just wanted to ask the board if you would like us to set up with the zoning officer, if you would like us to set up and conduct an inspection on their stormwater facilities or not. It's up to you. I just wanted to.
But the thing with Giant Eagle, isn't that their responsibility? Yeah.
Yeah, the township has to do the inspections of the.
Yeah, I'll make that motion. Or move second, all in favor? Opposed? Anything else?
Nope, that's all I have.
Do you have the date, the final walkthrough?
No, not yet. That's, again, we're kind of waiting for springtime and a little bit warmer weather so that, we know James Excavating is going to have to plant some more grass. And it wasn't really the most ideal with the frost and all that. So it's getting pretty close, and I'll make sure that I inform the board of when that final inspection will be.
Getting back to the hearing also, though, we started, we may have to bring that back to the original condition on it.
With the stone that's in the ball field. So it very well could have been pretty rocky in there before, and maybe just the ruts kind of pushed some of it out. It's going to be tricky, but I'll talk with Nate and see, what he'd be willing to do.
Yeah, there's lots of water laying, there's like puddles.
Okay.
Because of the ruts, because the machinery is in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure I make him aware of that.
Thank you. Computer system upgrades.
Matt, I was put on the email, Matt.
Table that. Anything, Paul?
I'd like to make a motion that we extend Chief Blake's contract to 2030.
Jesus.
First move, second, all in favor? Aye. Okay, 110 Sunway Drive, sidewalk repair. Yes, I have a estimate here from Sheeler Concrete to replace the slab in front
there what would be done. Plus, remove the 3 steps from the police department to our need replacement. And the total comes to $5,470, and I'll make that motion that we accept that. Front moving second, all in favor? Aye. Okay, zoning for solar, that's gonna be next meeting. Road departments, we're gonna get together, we got applications to look at, and, we're dire need of people on the road department, we're down to 2 people. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say 2, the other one won't be back, 6 or 8 weeks. So we'll set a time and date, and, with them,
And we're doing road inspection.
yeah, that's,
Should we set the date now for those? Do we have to advertise too? Or set it tonight? For the interviews?
well, yeah, we have to go to the application, see who we're going to.
Yeah. I thought just to try to save that. That was good trigger.
Okay, Dave, you have anything?
No.
Paul? No. I?
No.
I have nothing. Sue?
Yes. I'm gonna do some light things. Upper Yoder Township residents have the opportunity to receive radon test kits, and they're available at the front desk. There's a few left, and if you want to stop out afterwards, the directions are included, and results arrive within 1 to 2 weeks. Automated external defibrillators, or AEDs, do save lives in cardiac emergencies. Tim Wrights, our Upper Yoder Township Emergency Medical Management Coordinator, helped to identify the best equipment that we could use, and we researched it. And the opportunity is to be able to have wall-mounted, user-friendly AEDs placed in both our offices, our facility here, and at the police station. The staff would be able to receive American Heart Association CPR training, and I propose we research and purchase the equipment to best serve this public facility. The cost is $1,678 each, which totals $3,356, plus probably a few extra pads to be able to use those in the event that they are in use.
Is that a motion, Sue?
Yes, it is.
Let's move second, all in favor? Aye.
One more thing. At the last month's, I'm sorry, 2 more things. During the 3 sessions at boot camp that we attended through PSATs, Paul, Kyle, Alice, and I had the opportunity to identify state resources that would benefit our constituents. Supervisors work with the emergency medical coordinator in the county, the PEMA, and PEMA during disasters. At this time, I would like the full support of the Board of Supervisors to review and update the Upper Yoder Emergency Operations Plan to meet current standards. We would work with Tim Wright. I'd like to make that a motion.
Second, all in favor?
I have a question.
Yes,
Tim, she said it was done at 11 last time?
Probably the last time it was updated to the resource list.
Okay, I thought it was done 10 years ago.
I looked through it and I only found 2010 back there, but I'd like to go through it with you. There's
Yeah.
4 files.
Yeah, the resource list needs absolutely updated. Cambria County had, EMA had actually set up a full county-wide list to help with that. So between us and putting in contact with Art and his staff, we should do that.
And one last thing. Shauna Murphy Sosco at last month's meeting did provide us with the Cambria County Planning Commission literature with an opportunity for Upper Yoder Township to attend an informal session with adjacent municipalities. I propose we send 2 supervisors to a to-be-determined late April meeting. After speaking with Shannon today, she did indicate the session as a preliminary workshop to discuss opportunities related to a 10 to 20 year roadmap for the region's future in the form of a comprehensive plan. I'd like to make a motion that we send to supervisors. Okay, I second it.
I mean, second all in favor?
Thank you.
Couple things. Congratulations on that report. That's excellent. We've got in our packet the traffic light maintenance signal agreement. I'd like the solicitor to look over that. That's gonna save us some money down the line. The other guys who come in and repair it used to cost us $600 over $1,000. Well, is that the same group that installed the wood modeling? They just know this is a new company. This is a brand new company. Matter of fact, Kyle, the guy that took this over might have been involved in, because those guys, no, I'm gonna take that back. That's, no, those guys that installed that was from Williamsburg. And I know the end of last year, we were talking about looking at the parking lot outside. So I don't know, I mean, it's where whoever repaired it last year, it's sinking already. It's probably 1 inch to 2 inches. I guess. Who did that? Whoever did said we were probably, I mean, now I hear, we probably wasted a lot of money. We should just, because we aren't sealing it every 3 years.
We know that this is good price to go on. Because that's, it is. We were the whole part of it. That's what we did mine last year.
Right. I mean, what they repaired is dropped and behind the building there, where everybody parks, that's cracking off.
What's the price on it, parking on that?
I can do it.
Second.
In a second, all in favor?
Aye. That's it.
Resignation, Megan Stasko, Assistant Township Secretary.
I'm going to motion to accept that.
Second.
So move second, all in favor? Aye. Resignation and severance pay of Gary Serval, who's our road foreman to retire unexpectedly. I'd like to make that motion. Second, all in favor? Aye. And along those lines, I'd like the township to send him a letter thanking him for his years of dedication and hard work that he did for the township. And also, John Hyder, we're down to 2 guys right now, and I mean, we should give John some authority as far as making day-to-day decisions over there, John. John has been in contact with me if he has a question on something, so, but I just want to, thank you, John, for stepping up to the plate in this time right now, so we get things situated.
How much salt do we need to accept one?
450 more tons. We have room.
I'm gonna say we could probably get 200 in things. That's empty, can of steel.
Well, I'd say, and it's still gonna have to go out. We have to buy that salt.
Right.
No, because you're gonna run equipment out to the load.
We gotta take it, though. What do we do?
Can't we just cover it down to garage someplace?
You better off to cover the non-skid than cover the salt. If it rains on it and everything else on something, I'd say throw the bins, whatever you're gonna do. You have to move the non-skid out.
We still full.
That's not too bad, it's not full depth.
We can get another 125 in it, so you can't go up above the metal.
Right.
What do you think you get down about 350, clean everything out?
I'm saying maybe 2 to 250
In the bins.
in the bins.
What do you do with the rest?
Wait for somebody to tell me what to do with it.
no choice. With a mild winter, we have to buy 900 tons. We're 1,500 tons. We have to buy a minimum of 900 tons regardless. So, with this mild winter,
I'd suggest lowering what we gotta take next year.
yeah, it's
Not drastically, but because you have that much to use before you even order.
yeah, maybe not 1,200 ton or something like that. 200 ton off. We'll have to look at that. Okay. All right, thanks, John. Severance pay for Autumn Passler.
Make a motion that we accept that.
One second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Act 172 reimbursement for Charlie Snyder, Dan Conley with the fire company. Second, all in favor? Aye. Reappointment of Ed Burkham, planning commission, 4-year term as of April 1st, 2024.
Make a motion that we accept that.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Reappointment Jim Drapczak, sewer authority, 5-year term starting May 2nd, 2024.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Approval of 2024 Township newsletter. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. You did a good job on that. And Greta. Okay, anything else on the new business? Okay, correspondence. We received an email from John Klanch, emails from Dave Hill, Upper River Fire Company 2023 annual report, and from an Ed Basic pertaining to garbage economy. Is he here?
That's, I think that's a gentleman that comes almost every year.
I don't know, he lives up,
He lives up.
some up of Shady Oak.
Shady Oak, he has a 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Used to be in the block.
Yes. He wants to,
We want to add, can you let's go to the correspondence?
okay.
I don't see how you can make an exception. Again, we have 3 minutes.
We did it past. What?
No, I was gonna say that name doesn't ring a bell.
Yes, there's 4 in the ranch house. The house is fixed.
We never did, I know that.
Because about the trucks coming in, he was gonna do a dumpster for both of them.
Problem is, it's not a lot, we conference garbage ordinance, so it's like you can't allow people to put a dumpster in something on garbage. You know what I mean? I would still see how we can do that. Because then what you'd have to do is everybody else has it.
The other rentals charge per unit.
You know, I got a lady who's across the street from me with this one little bag out every week. You know, because that's
And
just how it is.
what's the difference between like Carriage Hills or other apartments?
For commercial, as far as their staff.
I thought we did, I could be wrong.
I don't think we ever
I don't
did.
think, but maybe
I
I
don't
don't
really recall, could be wrong, I mean, I don't think we did. Yeah, I want to table it for next meeting and then we'll. Is that okay, Paul?
I'm fine with that. I mean, I thought we did something like that.
Okay, if there's nothing else at this time, I need a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion.
Second, well, I move in second, all in favor? Aye.
Okay. No, they're done.
Oh, okay.
They're done. That's it. There's no second speaky time anymore, I guess. So still live. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what it is. No, if I do, I
wants to assault me today. No, that one McCann, he grabbed me by the elbow last month. That's assault.
Yeah.
That's assault, and I don't see any of them arresting him for it. And the young one, Colton Polino, is it your older brother or your younger brother likes the 13-year-old girls down in West Virginia? Huh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, he's into he was a cop here too. They hired him, but they had to fire him, I guess, because he 13-year-old girls. I'll get the dirt on you too. No, have at it. Yeah, sure. Oh, they got to buzz you in.
Yeah, well, she's gonna want me to, I can wait. That's cool.
They're going to spend $1,000 for an AED for a building that's closed. That's kind of wasteful. Yeah, it is. You're open again you're open to public again?
Yeah, we have a buzzer system.
Well, every time I come to buzz, you never let me in. I buzz all the time when I come up here to drop stuff off. I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the one above the handicap.
I know which one it is. Yeah, I've hit it, and either there's nobody here, or you're just not answering me,
No.
or whoever's here is not answering me. So, yeah, I hit it all the time. So,
The sheet in the middle on the top with the charge handle. This one?
excuse me. How you doing, Mrs. Howe? How are you? Hey, I got a question for you. Well, this is an easy question. So, I came in September, okay, and we walked past each other.
Oh, I said hello.
Yeah, I know, but did you call the police and say that I came in? The chief actually reported in a right to know request that you called the police worried about their safety. I knew you would. I knew Wally. You know my Uncle Dave. I mean, you know my dad pretty well. I know you do, hon. I just want to let you know though that they there's some of the stories they tell about me, and they used your name, the tax collector, okay, as that you called 911 to report that I was in there bothering you.
No.
I didn't think you did.
911 has records if anybody.
I know that, but that's the. I did a right to know request, and he cited that. This is why the office is closed to the right to know people. That John Blake's no good. He needs to go. That's all my thing is you guys have some bad cops here, you know, and it's a shame.
I have to disagree with that.
Well, you can disagree. We can agree to disagree, but you know, it's just they've had better.
That's why we live in the United States of America.
That's right. See you, Mrs. Cassander.
Oh, you too, honey. Take it easy.
I will. I'll tell my dad I saw you.
Yeah, please.
So,
He's such a sweetheart.
oh, thank you.
God, I haven't. Well, him and my husband, you know, were best friends.
Oh yeah, I know. So,
I lost my hubby, so.
I know.
That
So,
was it's still a bitch.
I'm sorry, hon. You know, it's
Hey.
nothing we can do about that. You know, it's all part of life. You know.
Well, the thing is, it ran in the family. It was on his mother's side, and his brother.
I know.
He's real bad.
Is he?
He got real bad faster than George.
Oh,
But
were you doing okay though?
two things with cancer, and I'm still here.
Well, hey, I mean, if you have my dad's phone number, you can give him a call, talk to him anytime. You know, we're old friends, you know. So,
Okay.
take care, hon. Have a good day. Be safe. Thanks. Yep. So, everybody, that was all. That was the meeting for the evening. I just wanted to come here and observe and live stream like I always do for everybody watching. So, if you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Thanks for coming. I'm going home. I got up pretty early this morning, so I'm going to bed. So if you watched this, thanks. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.